Morning all. I'm getting worse, I am. I am getting worse. Yesterday, you got to laugh. I decided to go down to see my mates that I used to work out with down the gym. So I bumped into one about 6 times, the same one in flipping Asda's. I won't mention any names on that. And I said I'll be down like the next day, which was the day before yesterday. So I go down there, park my scooter near the reception where I've always parked it. Walks to where the lift's out of order. And it's one of those windy sort of staircases to go down to the cafe where we all go before we go up and do the exercises. So as I was saying, one of the lift engineers come out and the other one's broke, and all he said, now, I was a bit dodgy about going down. I mean, I can't walk that far at the moment because I still got all that water on me, in me, or whatever. So, one step at a time, literally, and I got down all right. Anyway, they're all arriving and mucking about and all the rest of it. So, it's time for them to go to the gym. I mean, obviously, I can't go up bloody exercise anyway now. So, they left me there. And I said, okay, I'll have to go up one step at a time. So, went up. I was doing okay. It's one of them staircases. You go up the staircase and there's a platform and then there's the rest of the stairs. Quite a lot. And the toilet is downstairs where I'd come from. See why I've said that. I go up there and I get to the first platform. I won't mention names again, but the cleaning lady, she's always in with us. She comes to Christmas parties and everything. That's next week, and we'll be going to that. And she said, "You're bleeding." I said, "Oh, bleeding obvious." She said, "No, your foot is bleeding." I'm not kidding her, because they're still bandaged up the legs and the feet because, not quite done. The blood was pelting out. I said, "What the hell have I done?" It's like when I used to be stupid enough to shave, one little nick and there's tons of blood coming out as if you cut an artery or something. Anyway, they got me a chair. It was still pumping out all over the bandage. So they called for the medic, the first aiders. They came and they said, "God, you could end up in hospital." I said, "I just bloody come out about a month ago." So they had a look at it, and all it was, it's the foot where I've had 2 toes taken off. And they're like claws. And I don't know if anyone knows what a hammer toe is, but my one's like that. And what it done like there, I'd somehow hit a step going up, and I can't feel my feet because the nerves are all gone. And it had lopped just a bit of skin off of there. Unbelievable. It was everywhere. So they got on to the ambulance people, And I said, "I'm dying for a pee because I'm on those tablets to get rid of this water." So they helped me back down the stairs. Then it's a long walk from between there and the toilet. So I made it, come back. There's 2 of the girls, one runs another part of the gym. They stayed with me all the time. Anyway, the paramedics arrived. And they said, "No," I said, "you won't have to go to hospital now." I said, "It just needs redressing. I mean, they've only got a limited amount of stuff on theirs, and the blood was still coming out. It had eased off a lot, and they could see it and clean it. And that's all it was. It was unbelievable, because, as I say, I can't feel my feet much at all because of the nerves that die off because of the diabetic. I thought, whatever next am I going to do? I think I've had it. This is the dodgiest end of any year, I think, since I was probably born. What's that there? Something come up. I don't know what that's about. Yeah. Of course, I laugh all the way through it like I always do. I was joking, and all my mates came back down. I was still there after their session finished. "God, we could leave you 5 minutes and look at you. What have you done?" So I couldn't go up the stairs, of course, and the lift was out. So one of the blokes took me key and he got my scooter and he drove it right the way round down the stairs to where I was. Apparently he didn't never driven either. Same as I've never driven a car. So I eventually got on there on the scooter. And the paramedic they called, who did they got in touch with my GP, not actually her, but what's her name, the surgery and that. And because the district nurse now comes to see me Mondays and Thursdays to change dressings and that, so they told her, they said, well, she'll try and get down, because I mean, it's short notice today, or like as it was yesterday and today. And I still had a few tablets and that to pick up from my wife, so I got home a couple of hours later, and a couple of hours after that, the district nurse turned up. What are you done now? Because you're getting to know him over the weeks. You know, we had a laugh and joke. Oh, honestly, I thought, what else? Now this morning, I've got tummy trouble. I just can't help seeing the funny side of it. Everything's happened to me in such a bloody short time. It's what, say 2.5 months before since they rushed me into hospital. Oh, only me, like, you know. Getting worse, I am. Anyway, I thought I'd give someone a laugh out here. I'm going out later on, it's market day, probably. And just proud, because I like driving that mobility scooter. That's the newest I'll ever get to a car. But I enjoy that, so I should be going out and then going up to the cafe. So next week, the cleaner, which will remain nameless, gave me the phone number, because if the lift is, because next week on one of the days is the Christmas party, which I'll be going to. If the lift is still out there, these lifts are so, they're too old, they don't replace them, you know. If it's dodgy, I've got a ringer, because she'll be there anyway for the party, and she's going to go, because she knows all the entrances and what's her name, like cleaning it, and she's going to go and unlock the door for me to come back down the car park way, which would be opposite where the party actually is. You know, I just get worse. I really do get worse. Only me, like, you know. I said, anything else? I said, I can't wait for 2016 to bugger off. I hope 17 is all right. Can't get any worse, surely. So the only thing I've got left now with me is just a couple of bits and pieces on the legs, small bits and pieces. So, and because it's still an ulcer not quite healed up on the left instep of my foot, and a water blister one that's not quite healed up on the other one. So they changed the whole lot. So they do that, you know. I'm not in any pain with it anymore. I mean, you look at my legs, they're a bit scarred, but you'd never realise the condition they was in. The only other thing is I can't stop itching. I've got cream on it. All right, I don't know if you can see him. No, it's that one. There as well. I've scratched myself to pieces. But now I've got a cream that I put on a sort of brush with my hand and put it in, and it's not so bad. I don't know what's caused all that. Don't know. It might be because I still can't shower yet until they, you know. So on the legs, I've got plastic sleeves on the legs that I can put, but because they're wrapping the feet up, I used to do this plastic, you know, you can go in the shower with them, they're great. They used to cover the feet and all, but I was up, we got 3 chemists uptown, that none of them do it, they can order, and it won't be before Christmas, and it might be all finished by then with me. You know, but I just thought, I'll give you a laugh, or what, I mean, what else can happen? I shouldn't have said that, it could be anything, couldn't it? So I'm going around the market, and I'm mischief I can get in there, because one of the fellas was the last one to come down from the gym yesterday, and he's got his stall up there. I was yakking to him last Wednesday night as well, and he'll probably be out there, so I'll have a chin wag to him, like, ain't marvellous, isn't it, eh? Right, folks, don't laugh too much and fall out your chairs, and I'll see you further down the line, or whatever they call it. Bye for now.